Hey yo, what is going on today, guys and girls? Welcome back to the channel, and in today's video, man, we have the subscriber requested build, the EVA 9/8, the EVA MR here on CarX, man. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. If you do, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe button, man, and I shall catch you guys after the intro. Alright, so here we are, man. 280 horsepower with 320 newton meters of torque, man. So this thing, obviously you can see here already from the max torque, everything like that. We've got the max torque maxed out right now. She is maxed out to the max on the max torque here, so that's not too bad, bro. As the car as a whole, though, she definitely does slide quite nice. I always say that about pretty much all the builds, man. I mean, it's this game, bro. This game definitely feels great with the slow tunes, everything like that. So without further ado, man, let's go ahead and jump straight into it here. Obviously, we have 13 centimeters on the front, spring length on the front. On the rear, we have 9 centimeters on the back. Obviously, your spring stiffness, your dampeners, and your anti-roll bars, man. If you guys have got your own sort of situation that you like to run with that, if you like to run a bit, run the car like stiff or a little bit loosey-goosey, then you can. Obviously, you can soften them up if you want to. That is completely up to you. For me and my personal preference, I like to run this stock. Whatever the car came with stock, I like to run it how it is. That's just me, though. It's completely up to you if you guys want to run that or not. But like I say, if you want to run it slightly different, maybe you can get a little bit more angle out of the car or whatever the case may be. This game is already nuts when it comes to angle. But yeah, no, if you guys want to mess with that and try and get even more out of it, then that's completely up to you. But for me, I leave it stock. Bone stock for me works. It hasn't let me down yet. Unless, of course, that I need to change it if the car has like a spin out problem or something like that. I'll mess with the damper rebound. But apart from that, that's pretty much it for this car. We got bone stock on the rebound here. Not looking too bad right now. Obviously, front toe, we're sitting at 0.14 on the front toe, and on the rear, we're at negative 0.10. On the front camber here, we're at negative 13.81. And on the rear, we're sitting at negative 11.02. Obviously, again, for the anti-roll bars, man, you guys can run whatever the hell you want for that, like I was just explaining. Caster, we have 6.5. Ackerman angle is 100%. And the max steering angle is at 60. So as you can see here, max steering angle and Ackerman is all 100%, all maxed out. Moving on to wheels now, we have 17 inches on the front and the back. Nice little 17-inch beam. And look at the damn tuck, bro. Look at the damn tuck on the rear wheels right there. Looking absolute fire, bro. I love the way how this car looks. I did have to rise it up a little bit in the suspension here. We've got obviously we've got 13 centimeters on the suspension. I had to raise it up a tad bit on the front. Obviously because the tire was glitching through the damn fender, bro, so we don't want any of that. But anyway, moving on here, we got tire width. We got 245s on the millimeters on the front, and obviously 245s on the back. Now, I did say earlier in the stream that I was going to mess with the tire width a little bit, see if we can get that a little bit of a skinnier tire on here, see if that has an effect on the game. Obviously on Forza it definitely does. Obviously the fatter the tire, the more grip that you have. So I was going to see if I could run, maybe mess around with it a little bit, have a little play with skinnier tires. Obviously we run 245s on absolutely everything, bro. Everything we run is a 245mm tire minimum. So I think what we might do, well, I'll say minimum, it's minimum and max, right? So I think what I might do is I might play with that, see what happens if I do lower the tire width a little bit. But obviously for this build, man, we got 245s, and she's sitting good on 245s, bro. Tire pressure though, we got 285 kPa on the front and the back. Same thing again. Obviously, same with all the builds. Tire pressure does not change. Pump them tires up hella good. So that way we obviously get a little bit more slidiness out of the car. 100% on the front wheel adhesion, and 90% on the rear wheel adhesion. We got front wheel track width 11 on the front and 4 on the back. Obviously less on the back because we got mad tuck. So that is all good. Front tire profile, obviously on the front and the back, is at 35%. Now moving on to engine here, as you guys already seen, bro, we already got the max torque to the max, which is 4,883 RPM. But before that, we have an engine tune-up, which is at 3%. Now, what I will say is, for me, the engine tune-up was changed when I did log on today. So just so you guys know, this is another one of those ones where it does alter the engine tune-up. If you guys do have this issue with this car and you feel like it's not working right, or it's a bit too quick, or whatever the case may well be, it may be your engine tune-up. So just be sure to go check that out before you start drifting. With the rev limiter as well, we've got 8,000 RPM as standard, obviously normal on that. Turbocharger, which is a no, which cancels out the 1.3 ATM. Obviously, as you guys know, if you've got no turbocharger, that means this ain't gonna be working. Now, moving on to transmission now, my favorite part, as you guys already know, we got the diff locking ratio is 1.00, so we're gonna lock that diff 100% on the diff there. Final drive is 3.00. First gear is at 4.00, second gear is at 2.15, third gear is at 1.90, fourth gear is at 1.80, fifth gear is at 1.00, and sixth gear is at 0.80. Now, as you guys know, man, I don't usually touch 4th, 5th, and 6th. It's usually second gear and third gear is where your golden gears are at. That's where the party's at. Gear 2 is definitely the golden gear for this car. It definitely feels great in gear 2. You might need to dabble in a little bit of gear 3, but honestly, gear 2 is probably your go-to gear. Obviously for East Hogue, everything like that, you'll probably be definitely dabbling in gear 3. Maybe even a little bit of gear 4, but I again haven't really touched gear 4, 5, and 6. So if you do need that extra bit of speed, obviously you know where to come and sort it out. Obviously 4th gear is probably going to be your best bet for that. Anyway, moving now on to the brakes. We're on the brakes now. We've got a brake torque of 2,566 Newton meters of torque. We have the front brake bias is at 60% and ABS is on. Just so you guys know, man, if you have got a heavy trigger finger and your brake torque is way up there, be sure to lower that down. I have actually been thinking about it as well for myself, lowering it down even more, because I'm even finding with myself in some sort of situations that I'm not, when I brake a little bit too much and not, you know, not soft enough on it. So I might need to lower my brake torque down soon. But it's up to you guys. If you guys want to run a little bit higher brake torque, that's completely up to you. But you got to run the risk of, if you hit the brakes and there's somebody tandem behind you, especially if you've got collisions on, they will hit you and send you into the shadow realm. So yeah, be sure to keep that in mind when you do use your left foot brake, obviously, when you are tandeming. So yeah, that is going to be it from the Evo, man. Hope you guys all enjoyed that. We're going to go ahead and start drifting. Alright, so here we are at the track, man. We obviously have the Evo ready and waiting to get on this track. This track is very old, man. You guys probably would have seen this track here on the channel not too long ago. As well, I think, as on the very first section video I did. Don't worry, guys, I've got plenty more sections on this game that I need to show you, but unfortunately I haven't got around to filming that yet. But don't worry, I will get around to doing that, so you guys can see all of the sections that we have made here at TTDM. Hope you guys all enjoy this little run here. I'm gonna go ahead, hit it up, and see what happens, bro. I'll see you guys in a few. Alright, so that is going to be it from the Evo here today, man. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed this, man. If you did, be sure to hit that like button and the subscribe button. And before we go, man, obviously if you guys pay any sort of attention to the description, we have officially dropped some merch here in the description, man. So be sure to go check that out if you want to. It's got TTDM and stuff in there, and also some of my own fish face game and stuff. If you guys want to, you can go ahead, check some out. Obviously, if you guys are a fan of the streams that you would have seen, that I have been obviously shameless plugging the hell out of that in the streams. But yeah, no, if you guys want to go ahead, check out some of the TTDM stuff we have in there. It's all looking pretty good so far. Obviously, first designs and everything like that, you know, they're not going to be the best right off a bat, but obviously expect big things towards the future, man. Obviously they're only going to get better from here, the designs, everything like that. Really hyped for that, man. Really hyped for the merch drop, everything like that. Had a couple of people already purchase a couple of things, which is sick. So yeah, thank you guys for checking out the video today. Hope you guys all enjoyed, and I shall catch you guys in a bit. Take care and peace.